like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
The global K-pop community was thrown into chaos this week when Fancast, one of the largest international voting platforms, officially announced that it had deleted over 90 million fake votes from its recent popularity poll. According to the platform, an advanced algorithm detected massive irregularities, identifying millions of automated submissions and bot-generated accounts. Yet, in the middle of that digital earthquake, one name stood firm: Park Jimin of BTS. Even after the deletion of 90 million votes, the final results shocked everyone. Jimin remained at the top, untouched, still reigning as the fan favorite. It wasn't manipulation. It wasn't hype. It was pure, undeniable love. When the announcement broke, fandoms across the internet exploded. Some accused Fancast of being unfair, while others praised the platform for trying to restore integrity. But for ARMYs, it wasn't about the technicalities. It was about the truth that shone brighter than numbers. "You can delete the votes, but not our love," wrote one popular fan account on X, formerly Twitter. Within hours, hashtag Jimin Still on Top became the #1 trending topic worldwide. Memes, edits, fan art, and emotional tributes flooded every corner of the internet, as millions of fans celebrated not just Jimin's victory, but what it represented: the authenticity of real human connection. For years, Jimin has been more than just a K-pop idol. He's been a symbol of warmth, empathy, and quiet strength, the kind of artist who doesn't just perform for the crowd, but feels with them. Every gesture, every smile, every moment on stage seems to radiate sincerity. Fans often say that when Jimin sings, he makes you feel like he's speaking directly to your soul. That's not something that can be faked, replicated, or inflated by numbers. So when 90 million fraudulent votes disappeared overnight and he still stood undefeated, it wasn't luck, it was proof. Proof that love built on truth can't be deleted. A digital analyst in Seoul summarized it best in an interview. This incident reveals the difference between artificial popularity and genuine devotion. In Jimin's case, the data speaks for itself: organic engagement, consistent interaction, and international participation. His fans aren't bots, they're real people with real emotion. Even after the purge, engagement metrics for Jimin remained steady. Likes, shares, and comments didn't drop. If anything, they grew. Because what unites Jimin's fans isn't a contest or algorithm. It's a shared emotional resonance. Meanwhile, Jimin himself remained calm and graceful as always. He didn't comment directly on the Fancast controversy, but his recent message on Weverse seemed to hold quiet meaning. What matters is your heart, not the numbers. Just one simple line, but for ARMYs, it hit deep. They knew exactly what he meant. In a world obsessed with rankings and metrics, Jimin was reminding everyone that love is not a scoreboard. And perhaps that's why his fans love him even more, because he never plays the game for fame. Across TikTok and Instagram, clips of Jimin performing like crazy or bowing in gratitude to fans during yet to come resurfaced with the caption, "Real love can't be deleted." Thousands of fans stitched the clips with messages of pride and tears of joy. One comment read, "They can erase fake votes, but not real love. Jimin doesn't win because of bots, he wins because he's pure." And indeed, it felt true. For years, ARMY has been known as one of the most organized, passionate, and compassionate fandoms in the world. They don't just vote, they act. Fanbases dedicated to Jimin have donated to schools, planted forests, built wells, and organized blood drives, all in his name. So when Fancast's system cleaned up the votes and Jimin still stood at #1, fans didn't celebrate a digital victory. They celebrated the validation of everything they've built: sincerity, effort, and unity. Some fans even connected this moment to Jimin's personal journey. Many still remember his early struggles, how he once doubted himself, how he opened up about insecurities during BTS's trainee years, and how he carried the weight of perfectionism on his shoulders. But that vulnerability became his strength. His honesty, his humanity, his gentle heart, they're what make people stay. He once said he just wanted to be loved for who he truly is, not for an image, wrote one fanbase in a heartfelt post. And today, Fancast proved that. When everything fake was removed, only Jimin remained. Because he's real. The aftermath of Fancast's cleanup turned into an emotional celebration across fandom spaces. Fans shared stories of how Jimin's music helped them through depression, anxiety, or loneliness. Some said they cried upon hearing the news, not because of winning, but because of what it meant. One ARMY from the Philippines said during a live stream, "I voted every day not because I wanted him to win, but because I wanted him to feel loved. And now, it feels like he knows." Thousands echoed that sentiment. In just hours, hashtags like #JiminRealWinner and #PureLoveForJimin trended across continents. Major media outlets soon picked up the story. The Korea Herald published an article titled, "Jimin's Victory Proves Authenticity Still Wins in the Digital Age." Rolling Stone Asia wrote, "Park Jimin represents the purity of fan devotion, love that isn't coded, calculated, or bought." And Billboard commented, "Even in an era dominated by metrics, Jimin's enduring appeal reminds us that emotion still beats algorithm." Inside the industry, Fancast's incident sparked deeper discussions. Many platforms began re-evaluating their voting systems, realizing that real influence can't just be measured by click counts. Authenticity, engagement, and emotional connection were becoming the new standard. But Jimin didn't need to adjust to that shift. He had been leading it all along. His career, his artistry, and his humility had already defined what real popularity looks like. Even without trying, Jimin has consistently embodied quiet power, a force that comes not from volume, but from sincerity. As days passed, the initial uproar settled. But something about this moment lingered. Fans felt it wasn't just a fandom event, it was symbolic. In a digital world obsessed with numbers, here was an artist whose worth couldn't be erased. The fake votes vanished, but Jimin's light remained untouched. "You can't manipulate authenticity," one journalist wrote. And Jimin is authenticity made human. When you look at his path, from Busan to the biggest stages in the world, from shy trainee to global icon, you understand why his fans fight so hard for him. He represents something more profound than fame. He represents comfort, honesty, and connection. That's why, even after Fancast's vote apocalypse, Jimin didn't fall. He didn't even tremble. Because his foundation isn't made of bots or hype, it's built from millions of real hearts beating in sync. In one viral thread, an ARMY summed it up beautifully. They can remove 90 million fake votes. But Jimin has already earned billions of real ones, from our hearts. The post reached 500,000 likes in under 24 hours. And maybe that's the true essence of it all. Jimin's victory isn't about a chart position or a headline. It's about proving that love, when it's real, doesn't need validation. It simply exists, quietly powerful, eternally pure. He once said during a concert, "When you cheer for me, it gives me strength. I hope I can give that strength back to you." Maybe this is that full circle moment. Because no matter how many numbers the system erases, it can't erase sincerity. No algorithm can calculate gratitude. No bot can replicate warmth. And no amount of artificial votes can compete with the love Jimin inspires in millions. That's why, even after 90 million were deleted, he still reigns.